The comfort of reassurance. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for watching my content. You might be listening to this through my podcast, Sleep Meditation with Lauren Ostrowski-Fenton, on Apple or Spotify, or you might be watching me on YouTube. Either way, welcome. I'm Lauren. I loaded an extended body scan last night using a number of visualizations, so please let me know what you think about that. I'm asking you to write to me at laurenostrowskifenton@gmail.com to let me know what requests you have, anything you'd like me to read. I do apologize. I am not physically able to reply to each message. I do read them. There are too many to reply to, so I apologize for that. The focus of my content is to provide relief, provide comfort, provide reassurance. And today I wanted to talk about comfort and reassurance. And I do these little talks in between the production of meditation in response to requests. I asked you whether you want me to continue to load these talks, and I'm doing so because you say that you like the more human contact. So here we are, and I have my chicken soup as I do. I was thinking about what I've learned as a counsellor, and by the way, it's the second last day of the counselling special on Simply Book Me, so there's that if you are still interested. I was thinking about my role as a counsellor, and I've done a lot of research into the framework, the therapeutic framework, Cognitive Behavioural Therapy. And Cognitive Behavioural Therapy is based on the premise that we choose our life. So of course it's quite flawed at times, isn't it? Because we are socialized into choice. Choice is not actually the free decision that we think it is. Every decision we make comes from learning. Where do we learn from? Our parents, our caregivers, etc. So choice is a bit of a myth. But using the word choice, cognitive behavioral therapy is about choosing feelings, choosing thoughts. And choosing action, most actions. We can't change the behavior or thoughts of another, but we can change the behavior and thoughts and feelings of ourselves. It's not an easy process. It requires learning, development, skill, and practice, as I say. And so many of you are experiencing true adversity, loss, tragedy, a family estrangement, chronic illness, lack of sleep. So this channel, I guess I could say, the main purpose of this channel is to help you rest at night, to help you sleep. So as part of cognitive behavioural therapy, I teach that we are supposed to be self-sufficient and we are supposed to be able to reassure ourselves. And the action of reassurance, or asking for reassurance, begets asking for more reassurance. And that becomes a cycle in itself, asking for reassurance. It's interesting, the research. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the research in the area of reassurance. So there was research done by Pradhan and Indal in a journal, Evidence-Based Management for Low Back Pain 2012. And it writes, reassurance may help patients decreasing their stress and anxiety and thus reducing inappropriate pain behaviour and encouraging proactive healthy behaviour. Reassurance may be the first step of psychological treatment. Some authors recommend that in addition to the traditional examination of neurological symptoms and signs, psychological factors should be considered at the initial visit for a patient with an episode of lower back pain. Reassurance usually consists of educating the parent that lower back pain is a common problem and 90% of patients recover in 4 to 6 weeks. Patients also need to be reassured that complete pain relief usually occurs after rather than before resumption of normal activities. And it goes on. And there is another research study here by, I can't pronounce the names, Ravestein and Speckens in the journal Patient Education and Counselling 2012. According to the Oxford Dictionary of English, reassurance is the action of removing someone's doubts and fears. I love that. Providing reassurance is one of the most important tasks of GPs. Patients often fear that something serious is wrong and expect to be reassured by their physician. Physicians have several strategies for reassuring their that's a Freudian slip. Patients, reassuring their patients. Paying sincere attention by listening well, explaining medical terminology in comprehensible language, and laying hands during physical examination. Another way of reassuring the patients is to make use of diagnostic tests. I might leave it there. You may want to look at that yourself. But in my teachings, we learn as counsellors to help people find strategies and tools to reassure themselves. But we are social. We are herd animals. We are group animals. We are affected by groupthink, and we need to belong. So if we negate that primal need to belong, we negate the individual's need to be reassured. And sometimes it's as simple as laying fingers on somebody's wrist or hand and saying, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Sometimes it's giving them information if you are in the position that you are a professional and can do so. Sometimes it's a hug. It doesn't need to be information. It doesn't need to be education. Sometimes it's just, I'm sorry you're going through this. It'll be okay. I was talking to my friend this morning who's single and battling a number of different terrible relationships, and she finds Sunday challenging. I remember before Adrian, for a number of reasons, I found Sunday challenging, and I kept saying to myself, the research indicates I should be okay. I should be able to be independent, set my own strategies, reassure myself, and be resilient. Now, I believe in resilience. But we are a people community. We are a community. We are a society. And I think the power of the words, you will be okay. I care about you. Or, as they said in the research, really important that doctors present with active listening skills, the ability to just listen, not necessarily tell somebody the answer or the possible answer, just simply listen. Would you like to talk about it? I'm here to listen. When my brother died, and he died in a pretty horrific way, we needed to identify him in the morgue. I had this need to tell people the graphic details of what he looked like. And so many people said, you don't have to do that. You don't have to tell us. And we were a member of a church. People would leave, I'm so grateful to them. They would leave food at our door, and they'd always say, oh, your parents probably don't want to see us, so here's a lasagna. Now, the act of giving a lasagna when somebody dies cannot be understated. It's a real symbol of love to offer food. It's awesome. I cannot say enough how important it is to give a meal, an act of service. But at the same time, we as a family, a very close family, had gone through a horrific situation. When someone takes their life, you need to identify them, and then they hold on to the body for longer because there needs to be an autopsy. So when you first identify, they don't dress the body. And when you go to a funeral parlour, they have dressed the body. So the body looks easier on the eye. So as a family, we wanted to say what Damien looked like. And I still have that need. I still need to say, hey, I went through this. And it is so wonderful for me when I meet another person who's lost a family through them taking their life. Not wonderful the other family has gone through that. That is not wonderful. But it's like a kindred spirit. You know my pain. We're like kindred spirits going through this unbearable thing together. I needed reassurance that life would be possible after a brother took his life. I was very close to him. And over time, I've realized the only people that can truly give me reassurance are the ones who have lost a close family member, because they know how horrific it is. Coming back to reassurance. Theoretical frameworks for counselling suggest that we create a toolbox to monitor attachment and survive. Yet the reality is that we're a community. We need each other. I think one of the reasons I like these little talks with you is it's like we're having a little book reading club, or a little prayer meeting, or a little gardening session, or something, and just chatting about life. And to me, it feels very real. I know you're not in this room, but I feel like you're here with me. I do feel that way. Oh, my stomach's rumbling, so I've got to eat a little bit more. So let's remember the importance of the words. You will be okay. I care about you. I'm here to listen. Let's try it again, and we can even look in the mirror. You will be okay. I care about you. I may not know what you've gone through, but I'm here to listen. Rather than those cookie cutter responses when they say, cheer up, it'll be okay, move forward, you'll meet someone else, time heals all wounds. No, you will be okay. I'm so sorry you've been through this. Would you like to talk about it? I'll make you a cup of tea. Let's put the pot on. I'm here to listen to you. Reassurance, the comfort of reassurance. I'll be creating another video content meditation today. I'd love to hear what you think of the importance of reassurance and how we can share this feeling of comfort throughout the community. And hope you're well.